We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Evidence revealed against the Biden family. Gavin Newsom backtracks on reparations. Trump liable for defamation, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lupkin, and here's the news you need to know. The House Oversight and Accountability Committee says the Biden family and its business associates created more than 20 companies and received more than $10 million from foreign nationals while Joe Biden served as vice president, and that some of those payments could indicate attempts by the Biden family to peddle influence. The bank records have been made available to show the evidence to the American people. Committee Chairman James Comer released a memo ahead of his press conference Wednesday that includes new information from his investigation into the Biden family's influence peddling and business schemes. The memo said the Biden family appeared to take steps to conceal the source and total amount received from the foreign companies. The committee has subpoenaed 4 different banks as part of its probe and received thousands of records in response. Those subpoenas were tailored to specific individuals and companies that engaged in business activities with Biden family members and their business associates, the memo said. It also said Biden family members and business associates created a web of over 20 companies. Most were limited liability companies formed during Joe Biden's vice presidency. The White House visitor logs, emails from the Hunter Biden laptop, and calendar entries all have shown that when Biden was vice president, he met with Hunter's business associates. California Governor Gavin Newsom declined to endorse the cash payments, which could reach as high as $1.2 million for a single recipient, recommended by his reparations task force, saying that dealing with the legacy of slavery is about much more than cash payments. The reparations task force's independent findings and recommendations are a milestone in our bipartisan effort to advance justice and promote healing. This has been an important process, and we should continue to work as a nation to reconcile our original sin of slavery and understand how that history has shaped our country. While the Democratic governor applauded the task force work, he declined to endorse any specific recommendations, though he pledged to continue to advance systemic changes that ensure an inclusive and equitable future for all Californians. The cost of the recommendations from the task force is in excess of $800 billion, more than 3 times the total budget of the state of California. California is currently facing a budget deficit and can't even meet its current requirements. President Biden met with House Speaker Kevin McCarthy and other congressional leaders at the White House on Tuesday to work on breaking an impasse on raising the debt ceiling before a catastrophic default that could be weeks away. Biden insists Congress must lift the $31.4 trillion debt limit without conditions. McCarthy and his fellow Republicans are demanding spending cuts in exchange for raising the borrowing cap. It was Biden's first face-to-face meeting with McCarthy since February 1st. There was no breakthrough on Tuesday. The leaders agreed to meet again on Friday. The current bill, passed by the Republican Congress, cuts spending to 2022 levels. A jury in Manhattan's civil trial on Tuesday found former President Donald Trump liable for defamation of former advice columnist E. Jean Carroll. The jury awarded Carroll $5 million in a case that could rattle Trump's bid to win back the White House in 2024. The jurors rejected Carroll's claim that Trump raped her during the encounter in a Manhattan department store dressing room in the mid-1990s, but found him liable for defaming her when he said her allegations were a hoax and a lie. Trump said on his social media platform that the verdict was a continuation of the greatest witch hunt of all time. Trump has also announced that he will be appealing the decision. Health experts, alarmed by rising breast cancer diagnoses in younger women on Tuesday, revised the standard medical advice on mammograms and recommended that women at average risk for breast cancer start getting regular mammograms at age 40. The U.S. Preventative Services Task Force previously advised women to start regular mammograms at age 50. The task force had raised the recommended age from 40 to 50 in 2009 due to researchers' concerns that earlier screenings could do more harm than good. But the number of breast cancer cases in younger women has risen, and the survival gap has failed to narrow, particularly for younger black women who die of breast cancer at twice the rate of younger white women. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com/podcasts, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Audible, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.